I got a couple games here. I actually ended up getting a new little handheld and a couple books here. Some things I actually bought twice by accident. Oh, all right, all right, all right. So this is actually a Sports Illustrated issue with a cigarette ad on the back. This is from April of 1979 with Magic Johnson dunking on someone. So we got that. There are actually over 50 items here. I'm going to go through them. Maybe I'll just kind of pick between stacks. But the first thing that I need to do and get out of the way here is I got a Metal Gear Solid action figure. I've basically saw Metal Gear Solid 2 figures in person before. Never saw Metal Gear Solid 1. Had to pick it up. And I'm going to try to go through these kind of quicker. Randomly, was at Walmart for like the first time in like a year. And walked past and saw this in the book section. And I was like, okay, I'm going to pick this up. Really cool manga, and there is an anime coming out that actually keeps getting delayed. Yo, I bought a Vita finally. I wanted to play some of my JRPGs and some of the exclusives, and pretty much the exclusives I'll show you right here that I bought. Persona 4 Golden, which of course was now announced for fucking PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox, and Switch. So we got Persona 4 Golden, World of Final Fantasy, Little Big Planet, Resistance Burning Skies, Metal Gear Solid HD Collection, and Uncharted Golden Abyss. So I actually bought a Vita from Japan. The Sapphire Blue Vita looked really cool. Had some questionable content on the memory card that I received, so I returned it. And then I ended up, for some reason, buying two black US Vitas. But one of the Vitas that I did get came with Golden Abyss, and then I had to buy the case separately for $12. And Vita prices are fucking going up. Alright, so that was a bunch of Vita stuff. Let's get into some guides. I'm really into JRPGs. So I finally picked up the Legend of Dragoon guide. It's not in the best condition. Usually I like to get better copies. But I paid about half as much as it normally goes for, so I said, fuck it, condition's good enough. I've kind of always had mixed feelings about the horror genre. I love horror music, like horrorcore. Some horror movies I'm okay with, but I do enjoy horror video games. Fear, great series. Never had the guide for the second one. This I just randomly bid on because it was like $5. Atelier Iris. I have played a little bit of the Ryza games. This I actually bought and I already had before. What am I doing? So I got the DeLorean Lego set. I actually got this through Target in the US. And the box came a little bit damaged, and actually I'm just noticing now that there's a sticker on the back here. And I'm like real weird about my box conditions. Like I want that shit to be perfect. So this one's a little bit banged up, creases, multiple sides, sticker. But this box is actually very cool. Like, you want to display that. So I don't know why I was trying to look over this box this whole time. So I did get a second one ordered from Amazon. Here, I'm a huge fan. I went to art school, so I'm a huge fan of art of all different kinds, paintings, sculptures, mixed media, and things like that. Now this says MoMA. I'm assuming that's the Museum of Modern Art. So I don't know if that's from New York City, but I have been to the MoMA. I think that's what that's referring to. So this is actually Starry Night, Van Gogh, one of the most famous paintings ever. It's, you know, not my favorite. I like the Scream more than I like this, but I think this is very cool. And I actually saw somebody post that they did this, they put it together, and then they put it in their work cubicle. And I was like, maybe I'll put it together and take it to work. But yeah, it's going to take a while to get around to doing that. I got a puzzle. Oh shit, the puzzle's over there. I got a puzzle that basically has a collage of all these video games and stuff. I got it for Father's Day. It's very cool, but I'm not going to get up and go get it because I'm trying to get through this, and this is what I got. So, Nintendo Power, I actually had one of these already, and I bought this with another guide that's in this stack here. And these aren't all, mostly all guides, but yeah, I ended up buying a double by accident. One of them I bought in Philly, this one right here. This one is from Tennessee that I bought recently. Another double that I got, somebody followed me on Twitter, and they were like, oh, you're posting strategy guides? I said, yeah. I said, pick a franchise, I'll post something. They said Dragon Quest, and I was looking up at my shelves. I was like, why do I not have Dragon Quest 8? Turns out I did, because I just bought it, and then I ended up happening to buy it again. This is on the PlayStation 2. I think the first copy that I bought was better, so now unfortunately I have two copies, and the second one wasn't as good. This is the other game that I bought, I think, and I ended up getting half off of Final Fantasy. So Vagrant Story, another PlayStation 1 Squaresoft game. Really unique in style here for the graphics. Vagrant Story. Metal Gear Acid. I believe this was on PSP. Yes. Metal Gear Acid. I actually have not played this, but I'm realizing that I should probably go into some games. Here we go. Game that I wanted for a while. 8-Bit Boy UK was helping me track down a copy. Honestly, I was looking at one for it honestly was only like $20 more than what this copy costs. And I'm really not that happy with some of the top edges of this copy, but I bought it anyway. The manual doesn't look too bad. This is kind of like a Sega's Castlevania type game, Master of Darkness. But I completed the US collection, and so I was like, I don't really want to just collect for the sake of collecting. I want to actually buy a game that has some sort of meaning to it. So yeah, this game actually looked cool. It was one of the earlier Master System challenges that I participated in, which I haven't participated in a challenge in like 5 to 6 months. Been too busy. But Master of Darkness, Sega Master System. Okay, so I started playing Triangle Strategy for the Switch because it seemed to be a lot like this game right here, which I just picked up, Final Fantasy Tactics. So I have this on the PlayStation 1, and I picked up this War of the Lions for PSP. I don't have a PSP anymore. Maybe one day I'll get around to it, but I like to have, Square games. I like to have Final Fantasy items and things like that. So anyways, Triangle Strategy came out, and I was like, I want this, but I don't know if I'm gonna want it for $60. I didn't really care how long the game was. It was more about the gameplay. Turns out the gameplay is phenomenal, but they talked just a little bit too much. But because of that, I then went on this kick, and I was like, oh well, I'm gonna start getting this strategy RPG and that strategy RPG, and so I did a little bit of research, and I had heard of Disgaea before, but I had never actually played it. I knew it was had kind of like that anime style, which is cool, but I didn't really know the type of gameplay that it is. So basically, what I did was I got Disgaea 1 complete. I got Disgaea 4. I think Disgaea 4 I won in an auction pretty cheaply with this game Chivalry 2. I think this is just like an online game, so I didn't really care about it, but it came with the lot, and so I got Disgaea 5, and then I picked up the latest one for Switch, Disgaea 6, and so what was it? Something like 2. I don't know. 2 might be on like the PSP or something. The third one I think is on the Vita. Might be on PlayStation 2, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, so I picked up Disgaea and I'm actually trying to figure out which one to play first. I've Googled it quite a few times. So if you know, let me know. Continuing with the strategy RPG, I got Valkyria Chronicles remastered with the Steelbook edition. This is also sort of like that strategy RPG, but it has a little bit of the aiming, like a third-person aiming involved with it. Let's get to a book. This is a manga called 7 Billion Needles. This was something that I saw a while ago that seemed really cool to me, and as far as manga goes. And then it seemed to be out of print, and I went on this kick here where I was trying to find out of print mangas for cheap, and this was on my list for a while to get, and I picked it up. I did share this on Twitter, I think, but Diablo Strategy Guide. I had the guide for Diablo 2. I did have it for the expansion. Not sure if I know where the one... It might be in another box somewhere, but Diablo was the shit. Can't wait for Diablo 4. Here is a Bloodborne graphic novel collection. I actually realized recently I have the Old Hunters Bloodborne DLC strategy guide, and it's going for like over $250 on eBay. I was like, holy shit. I also have like the Bloodborne board game. So I have the platinum in Bloodborne. Really love the atmosphere, the gameplay, the story behind everything. So I figured I'd pick up this graphic novel. It actually shipped from Amazon in a envelope, so I cannot believe it wasn't destroyed. R.I.P. Kobe. I'm a huge Lakers fan, so I actually was going through my collection, remembered that I have NBA Courtside 2002 with Kobe Bryant, and I was like, I wonder if they have anything with that on there. So I just went on to eBay, or I might have even had it saved in my Amazon. I might have had it saved in an Amazon cart, and then looked on eBay for it, something like that. All right, Pocky and Rocky Reshined. This is a Taito game. Honestly, I don't know shit about it. Literally don't know shit about it. Literally don't know shit about it. Was it an adventure game? It almost looks like Legend of Zelda, but there's a score. I don't know what the hell kind of game this is. Probably should have done some research. Here is a DVD called The Life of Lucky Cucumber with my guy Tech9. This is from 2009, and it's just basically some essentially indie movie with my favorite musical artists of all time. So I bought something on Best Buy, and to try to get free shipping, I was like, what do they got? And then like I was like, okay, I'll throw that in there. Martha is Dead. This game actually has some... The PS version is one of the shittier versions because it has some cut content from it. But I play on PlayStation, and so I was going to pick it up on PC where it's uncut. It's also uncut on the Xbox version. But just a horror game. It's pretty fucked up. It's a psychological, like, kind of thriller game. Um, it's based, I believe, in World War II, in Europe. So it's pretty wild, and I do want to get around to this. Give it a look. Um, Suikoden 4. I do have the guide for this as well. Yeah, I do. Um, this was, I don't know. I was just on an eBay binge, and just picked it up for no fucking reason. Suikoden 2 is like almost $300. And although I have all of these games, like 1 through 4 or 5, on the PS3 with the PSN classics, like PS1 and then the PS2 on PS4. Um, I don't know why I just decided to buy it. I've been wanting to get another fat PS3 because I sold my fat PS3 for a slim. One of the bigger regrets that I had in gaming. Um, Another strategy RPG that I had found about called Mercenaries. So we have Mercenaries Saga Chronicles and Mercenaries Blaze Dawn of the Twin Dragons. And I think I might have got one of these from like what the fuck is this? Um, who makes these? I don't know. I think one of the like limited, not limited run, but one of those companies put out these strategy RPG type of games. I hear they're decent. So I was like, oh fuck it, I'll pick it up. Wario64 posted this Pokemon Shining Pearl. It was $30. If it was Pokemon Snap, I would have picked that up too. But sadly, the sale is only for $40 right now. Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart. Never really played Ratchet and Clank games, despite owning PlayStation 1 through 5. Never really appealed to me too much. I did boot it up. I played it for a little bit. It looks good. But I don't know. Something about it just like, it's kind of like with those Lego games where you have like a bunch of little tiny fucking things all over the place, and you're like, all right, lots going on, lots of colors, shoot. It's kind of like, all right, ADD. So it kind of hits a little bit. I just didn't really get far enough, to give it a chance. Disco Elysium. I heard this game is awesome. That it's pretty like gritty. I think there's like drug use and alcoholism in it and things like that. And I don't exactly know how exactly the game plays out with story and controlling the characters and moving the game forward, but I've heard great things about it, and it finally hit a $20 price point. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. I even have the guide for it. Baldur's Gate on PlayStation 2. It was awesome back in the day. Heard this game sucks. I picked it up for $10, and I don't expect to ever play it. Speaking of other things that suck, how about the Darkness strategy guide for 1 cent? So here's some guides that I got because all of these guides I got together. Got this from my phone to clip in an Xbox controller, so I can play some Game Pass shit on my phone. So all of these guides basically came together because the one guide that I wanted to get in this lot typically goes for more than what I got this whole lot for. So I'm gonna hide that for a second. Darkness, Stormrise. Literally never even heard of this game. This is actually cool. I do have Ninja Gaiden Black, but Ninja Gaiden 2 strategy guide, pretty fucking cool. This is the reason why I wanted it. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, The Crystal Bearers. So I know all about Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. That was the one release that they had on the GameCube back in the day that I still wish I did own. I had a lot of GameCube games. I do regret getting rid of some. I actually don't know what this is. I don't know. Is it a DS game or something? I don't know what the hell this is. But this came along with it, and it's Final Fantasy. So I think I said earlier, I'll take whatever Final Fantasy shit I can get. This was actually also in the lot. Final Fantasy 12. Revenant Wings. I don't know. Okay, so this is also on the DS. So these might both be DS games. Don't really. I don't know. Lord of the Rings Conquest. Says it's for the PS3 and 360 PC. I do have another Lord of the Rings guide. I don't have this one. I do have that Darkness guide already. That first one that was a penny. So if anybody wants to buy it off me for 2 cents, I'm here. Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess Premier Edition. I believe I actually do have a Twilight Princess guide, but I don't have this Premier Edition. And this is the one that's not yet on Switch, right? This and Wind Waker. So yeah, and then anyways, the whole reason why I got this stack is for this guide right here, Dragon Quest VI. So I've seen, I don't know if it was this game, but I've seen Dragon Quest guides go for, I remember I was in Anaheim and I saw one for $80, and that was like 6 years ago, and that guide's probably doubled in value now. But I didn't pick it up. Dragon Quest VI. Alright, speaking of games that suck, 13. This game was, I believe on the PS3, 2? I don't know, but it got basically remastered, whatever. I think remastered, and apparently it really sucks. But apparently also in 2 months there's a new update that's gonna like fix how badly this game is. How badly this game sucks. And then it's gonna, I think, it might get a PS5 release, but whenever that update comes out, I might pop this in just because it does have an interesting visual style, and I never really played it on whatever the hell else it came out on. So Cuphead. It said minifigure, and they sure do mean minifigure. It's like 2 inches. It has sound, but I'm not opening it to see what the sound is. So, pretty cool. With the update on the Resident Evil 4 remake, I finally went and picked up Resident Evil 4 for the PlayStation 4. Did originally play the shit out of this on PS2, GameCube, then it came out on the Wii. It's been on everything. But I figured, maybe I'll just kind of replay that opening level again. And continuing with the theme of buying Final Fantasy shit, just because I want it, I went and I saw that I had the guide for Final Fantasy Anthology, checked my stash, and I didn't have the disc for it. I was looking to play Final Fantasy 3, Final Fantasy 6, and I have it on the PS1 Classic, and I have Final Fantasy 3 for the Super Nintendo, but then I was like, you know what, let me actually get it physically. So I was pretty much looking up to see what they were sold for, and then put in a bid on one and got it cheaper than they normally have been going for. So I said, fuck it, now I own Final Fantasy Anthology. So that's it. That's about 3 months worth of stuff. I think that's everything. Thanks. If you stuck around, comment on anything. Thank you.